And our beloved lessons to have one for our daily verse. We now at Leviticus chapter 4 and verse 22 up to verse 26. The Lord God said, any tribal leader who disobeys me without meaning is meaning to is still guilty. As soon as the leader realizes what has happened, he must sacrifice a goat. That has nothing wrong with it. This is a sacrifice for sin. So, he will lay his hand on the animal's head before having it killed in my presence. At the north side of the bronze altar, the priest will dip a finger in the blood. Smear some of it on each of the four corners of the altar and pour out the rest at the foot of the altar. Then he must send all of the fat up in smoke, just as he does when a sacrifice is offered to us my blessing. By this sacrifice, the leader's sins will be forgiven. So this passage is about the offering of a sin offering, just in case a leader commit an unintentional sin. But sometimes it is intentional. See? We must realize that yes, the leader, they offer the sin offering, but it doesn't mean that they are free from the punishment of what they have done. Okay? So this sin offering is a testament to God that God is still merciful unto them, that God is still willing to forgive them. Okay? So, for example, one of the example is Moses himself. Yes, Moses commit a sin to God. That is the reason why Moses never reached the promised land, because he commit sin unto the Lord. So that's the consequence of his sin. Yes, he is forgiven, but he pays the consequence. So we must realize that even our leaders might commit a mistake, might commit a sin. They are also prone to sin. Okay? So just like Moses, even Moses commit sin. That's why he never reached the promised land. Also, so we must realize that this, should we say, sin offering for the leader is actually in the Old Testament. There are two types of leader. Okay? First type is the king and his minister. So they are political leaders. The second type of leader is the great high priest and his fellow priests. So this great high priest together with his fellow priests are also considered as spiritual leader of the country of Israel. So yes, they are prone to sin. So even during the time of David, right? David commit adultery and murder, and Prophet Nathan rebuked him, correct him, and should we say, King David faced the consequence of his sin, intentional sin. So, in that case, David is the king of Israel. He is a leader, right? He commit a sin. That's why he faced the consequence of the sin. But, it doesn't mean that God is done unto David. No, God is not yet done with David. Yes, David commit sin, but God still had his mercy for David. That's why David experienced the forgiveness of the Lord. Okay? That's why the firstborn son of David and Bathsheba died, and their second son is Solomon, and Solomon became the king next to David. And later, Solomon is the one who built the first temple. Okay? So yes, it doesn't mean that you commit sin that God is already done with you. No. God is still willing to forgive you. And God is still capable of giving you second chance. However, there are some who commit a grievous sin unto the Lord that they face the wrath of God, and God never gave them the second chance. So, for example, Priest Eli. So, let us remember Priest Eli, okay? Priest Eli died. Why? As a consequence of his sin. He never rebuked his sons. They commit injustice to the people of Israel, and he, being the sitting high priest during that time, Priest Eli never correct, never rebuke, never discipline his children, and that's why he died, right? God never gave him second chance. Another one is Prophet Ananias during the time of Prophet Jeremiah. Prophet Jeremiah is a servant of God. And here comes Prophet Ananias. And Prophet Ananias gave a false prophecy. And later, the consequence of it, he died. See? So, let us remember, there are sins that can lead to extreme punishment, and God never give them the second chance because they don't deserve it. But it doesn't mean that the Lord is unjust to them. No, that's what they deserve for mocking God, for testing His patience. So we must not test the patience of the Lord. If we are already forgiven, then don't test the patience of the Lord. Okay? Even Jesus once told us in the New Testament rather, go and sin no more. Okay? If you are forgiven by God, go and sin no